everyone, and welcome to another episode of Mini Podcast Monday Motivation, brought to you by Dominate Your Day. I started Monday Motivation as a space for many episodes to share inspiring ideas and thoughts for leaders in the workplace. As a former corporate leader, I know what it feels like to need a little boost of inspiration each week. In each episode, I'll share a topic to motivate or empower you. Today, we are talking about, and this whole month, we're talking about productivity. And today, we're focused on well-being. So how do you transform your productivity without sacrificing your well-being? This is a big topic because well-being issues often stem from lack of managing self around productivity that matters. When our tasks accumulate and deadlines loom, stress heightens, which in turn negatively impacts mental and physical health. And it just creates this vicious cycle. I think of it like stuck in a net where you're trying to get out and you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. And then it just further hampers our ability to focus and complete tasks, leading to even greater inefficiency and burnout. And if you're leaving these unchecked, the challenge such as chronic stress, anxiety, and a reduced sense of accomplishments, it just becomes the root cause of challenges, and you don't have a healthy lifestyle. So I'm all about well-being, productivity, building your personal brand, and making sure your mindset is right. And so today, as we talk about your productivity and as we talk about how to manage your well-being while you're being more productive, I came across some work from Greg McKeown on Essentialism. And Greg's journey to becoming a leading voice in time management and productivity is inspirational and instructional. He became the author of this best-selling book, Essentialism, and it's the disciplined pursuit of less. So Greg faced an inflection point in his career that reshaped his approach to productivity. He was working long hours and juggling numerous commitments, and he found himself stressed and stretched thin, struggling to maintain a high level of performance. The turning point for Greg came when he realized that the key to success wasn't about doing more, but about focusing on what truly matters. And this epiphany led him to develop the philosophy of Essentialism, which advocates for the elimination of the non-essentials to concentrate on activities and tasks that bring the highest value. How many of us have done that? We just do everything. We think we have to do everything because everybody else is doing everything. And I think about these working moms out there who are serving their families, serving their children, working, and they never have a break. And they don't know how to say no. They don't know how to say no to non-essential obligations because everything is a red light. Everything needs to be done. And so Greg was able to regain control over his time and reduce his stress and dramatically increase his effectiveness. And he was able to do that and now is helping others do that. And one of the things that I read about practicing essentialism is really focusing on, it's actually 6 different areas. And so I want to go through those today. And if you're a working mother and this is talking to you, if you're just one of those people that gets a lot of energy from getting a lot of things done, but you're still not taking care of your well-being, I want you to listen. So here's what Greg recommends. Make a list of your current commitments, activities, and evaluate each one to determine its true importance and impact. And this is really just identifying your priorities. And I would recommend using one of your unique CliftonStrengths. If you've taken the CliftonStrengths assessment and you know your talents, this will help you as you navigate your priorities. And I use my strategic, which strategic means you can look at the big picture, spot the patterns, and you always have a plan A, plan B, plan C. So for me, identifying priorities speaks to me. I can make that happen. If you don't have strategic, you're going to use one of your other talents to help you do that. And that's one of the things we do is help you use your talents daily so that you can live in your strengths and have more energy and be more productive. Number 2, he recommends is eliminate non-essentials. So remove or delegate tasks or obligations that don't contribute significantly to your goals. I know I'm a recovering people pleaser where somebody asks me to do something, I'll say, sure, I'll help you with that. Sure, I'll do that. And it really doesn't fit my mission or my key things that I want to achieve, and it gets in the way of other things I want to do. So once you start eliminating those non-essentials and learning to delegate tasks, or in the next tip he has is practice the art of saying no, politely decline requests and opportunities that don't align with your priorities. That'll help you focus on what truly matters. I love this idea because it's so foreign, because we're typically adding more things in. But what he's saying here, number 3, is practice the art of saying no. Just say no. There's nothing wrong. No is not a dirty word, as I would tell my team. And then number 4, schedule time for deep work. Allocate specific blocks of time for focused, high-value work without interruptions. This helps you in maintaining concentration and increasing your productivity. I could not get all done that I do without time blocking. It keeps me focused. I'm not multitasking, and I get, like right now, I'm working on time blocking as I'm working on this content. I've created a certain time each for a block of time to work on content for the next 3 months, and it is very exciting to get it done. And then when I get it done, I give myself a little celebration. And then number 5 that Greg recommends, is setting clear boundaries. This is hard because, again, if you're a people pleaser or you're just used to living your day in default, you don't even know what boundaries are or how to set them. But what you want to do is establish some clear limits for work and personal time to ensure that you have this healthy work-life balance. But what you need to do is make sure you communicate these boundaries to your colleagues and to your family members. Because if you just tell them to yourself, they can't help you with that. But if you say to them, okay, you can call me after 8 in the morning and before 5, I'll be available. Or if you block time for one-on-ones or open office hours, they know they can reach you then. And with your family, it's like, hey, I'm on the work calendar from this time to this time. It just helps everybody understand. But if you're not sharing these with others, it becomes a real roadblock. And then number 6, reflect and adjust regularly. If we don't periodically review our priorities and commitments, it's just hard to know where we are. That's why when I created the Strengths Journal, which is a daily planner licensed by Gallup, the only daily planner licensed by Gallup, I have a section in this journal which helps you, guide you to review your energy from the week before, the blind spots that popped up, and helps you plan for the next week, as well as rate yourself on your well-being. I'm a big believer in not planning the year before, which many of us do. We plan the year before, around October or November of the year before the next year, and then we wait till the following year to assess how we did. No. What I recommend is we actually plan our year and then plan our week each week and then review our week, so we're constantly tweaking, and that way we can reflect and adjust regularly. And this effective time management, from what Greg's telling you and then how I use it with the Strengths Journal, can hopefully boost your productivity and reduce your stress. So I would love to hear what's one thing you're going to do differently based on what you heard here, and how you're going to change your productivity and not sacrifice your well-being. So just quickly before we finish, most listeners don't yet follow the podcast. Every additional follower we get helps us to raise the profile of the podcast and bring you more episodes. So if you can do one thing for us today, then please hit the follow button and get updated whenever we put new content live. But if you can do a second thing for us today, could you share this podcast with a friend? Thanks for listening, and tune in next time.